Welcome back to Crypto Meets AI. Harry here with an update for you. Do me a favor, friends. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. It really does help with the algorithm. Now let's get into this. We're sitting at Bitcoin at 111K. Ethereum just under 4,300. XRP is up to 288. It did push up over 290 throughout the night. We'll see where we go from here, but we're up 3% on the 24-hour. Lana's sitting at 204. Cardano's at 83 cents, Chainlink's at $22, Sui's at $3.39, XLM is at 36 cents, and HBAR is at 21 cents. We'll see where we go from here. We're looking pretty strong. And 99% of XRP holders will sell between $10 and $20, not understanding that XRP is a key part of the new financial system we are entering. In the event of a bear market, it may go down, but if it's adopted, it will decouple from Bitcoin. XRP will rise without ever stopping. Once these utility coins decouple from Bitcoin, there is no more 4-year cycle. This is from the Flare network. Composability is capital efficiency. One token, multiple use cases. On Flare, XRP plugs into all kinds of DeFi opportunities. That's how scale happens. Zero knowledge privacy is live on the XRPL. This is massive. It means that you can prove something is true on the ledger like KYC without exposing your private data. Most people don't even know what ZK privacy is. Let me break it down for y'all. Imagine you have a secret cookie jar. You want to prove to your friend that you have cookies inside, but you don't want to open it up and show them. Zero knowledge equals proving the truth without revealing the secret. In crypto terms, you can prove you own an asset. You can prove you passed KYC. You can prove a transaction is valid, all without showing your private details to anyone. DNA Protocol just integrated this on the XRPL. Why is this explosive? Because DNA Protocol anchors genomic and biometric identity on chain. With ZK privacy, you can prove your ID without revealing your DNA or your personal data. It's compliance without exposure. Think about what this solves. Banks, KYC verified instantly, no leaks. Governments, compliance, but no bulk surveillance. Users, total privacy, total control. This is the holy grail of digital identity. And why XRPL? Because XRPL isn't a toy blockchain. It's fast, scalable, institutional ready, and now DNA Protocol. Plus ZK, it becomes the only ledger where identity, privacy, and liquidity live together. The people see crypto features. The elites see the fusion of money, privacy, and identity. With DNA Protocol ZK system, you won't just hold assets, you'll hold a private provable passport to the new financial system. This is why XRP was never just a coin. It's the backbone of the rails where compliance meets privacy, identity meets liquidity, and secrets stay safe. If you found this information valuable, helpful, or hell, even entertaining, please share, like, subscribe, and comment down below. And the haters will say this is fake. The money isn't in memes, it's in trillion-dollar markets. XRP, 156 trillion settlement rails. XLM, 1 trillion plus money transfers. XDC, 20 trillion trade finance. Go 3 trillion green bonds. IOTA, 12 trillion Internet of Things in the economy. HBAR, 8 trillion enterprise networks. And Quant, interoperability across 100 trillion banking. This is why the price will pump on these tokens. This is not financial advice, it's for educational purposes. And the Black Swan trigger will be when the SEC hits MicroStrategy with an enforcement action claiming it is a de facto Bitcoin fund. Why? MicroStrategy is listed as an enterprise software company. If its software revenue, which is tumbling each quarter, falls past a certain point, then MicroStrategy's main source of revenue will come from BTC. While theoretically it won't change the crypto markets, it will send a shockwave much like FTX and SBF did. Again, these are facts. If you don't like them or disagree, I suggest you defer to the MicroStrategy public filings and not bother debating here. The Saudi central bank experiment. But they didn't tell you. Banks tried to shut crypto out, yet one central bank didn't. They just tested Ripple. It piloted it inside its own fortress. Here's the untold story of Sama, Ripple, and a shot across Swift's bow. The groundbreaking move. In 2018, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, SAMA, Sama, became the first central bank to launch a pilot using Ripple's enterprise tech, Xcurrent. It wasn't talk, it was built in real-time cross-border settlement infrastructure. We have a state-endorsed sandbox. Sama didn't just pilot, it opened a regulatory sandbox. ESA banks got training, hands-on support, and a program management, all to integrate RippleNet into their financial systems. Money saved, not spent. Moody's flagged that this pilot could save the Saudi banking system $200 million to $400 million annually. Not minor, but a major efficiency unlock with no public fanfare. Banks went live. By early 2019, Sama's head of innovation confirmed multiple KSA banks were already live in production using Xcurrent. No pilot disclaimer, just reality. Spotlight by global press. International outlets like Arab News and Finastra covered the pilot, highlighting that Sama's move was more genuine infrastructure shift, not a PR gimmick. Ripple's global blueprint. This wasn't a one-off. Ripple had similar central banking pilots. Bank of England 2017. Bhutan and Palau, CBDC context. MasterCard CBDC partner program. Ripple was quietly building the rails for global central banks to follow. The question no one asks, Saudi Arabia could have created its own clear messaging rails but stuck with SWIFT. Instead, it enlisted Ripple's sanctioned private blockchain rails guided, tested, and acknowledged. Why? While a lot of crypto narratives focus on court cases and flame wars, the actual plumbing to reshape global payments has quietly passed through central banks like Sama, and they didn't post it on the evening news. So Sama tested Ripple Tech, sent real money, and saved real dollars, all under the radar. What does that tell you? Is Ripple the silent backbone for today's payment rails or tomorrow? Comment down below and tell me what you think. Is Ripple at the backbone of the financial infrastructure already? And Robinhood CEO Ad Tenev says it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real-world assets, RWAs. Let's hear what he has to say.
Believe it will make it easier to invest in American companies if you're outside the world. It will also bring the markets into 24/7 and fully on-chain, and get all the benefits that crypto technology levies on these traditional assets. So I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real world assets that exhibit fundamental utility.
Like I keep on saying, everything will be tokenized. Everything. When you go to a football game, your ticket's going to be an NFT. When you go to a basketball game, your ticket's going to be an NFT. Everything will be tokenized. Doesn't matter what it is. Stocks, bonds, derivatives, everything will be tokenized. Grayscale. Today marks the first anniversary of Grayscale's XRP Trust. XRP is the native digital asset of the XRP ledger, built for fast, low-cost payments with emerging smart contract capabilities through XRPL extensions. Open for private placement for eligible accredited investors. The three biggest payment giants on Earth are all behind XOM. Together, the three processed $25 trillion in 2024. The fact now they're beginning to build closer in Stellar's ecosystem tells you everything about the future of payments. Let's look at how each of them are doing so. Visa added the Stellar network to its stablecoin settlement support in early August 2025. Tala Wallet for USD payments over Stellar for users to pay and settle with USDC on Stellar via Visa services. PayPal. Stellar has been selected as the third chain after Sol and ETH to have PyUSD integrated. PayPal's ex-SVP of digital currencies has also joined Stellar as the chief of growth. MasterCard. Stellar has integrated into MasterCard's crypto credential network for verified transactions and compliance. Additionally, MasterCard mentions after the initial steps, they plan to bring MasterCard services on-chain to Stellar's ecosystem. Each of these partnerships all have one thing in common. Outside the fact that they all involve Stellar, they're all gearing up for the future of digital payments and making sure their existing infrastructure continues to play a role. Visa equals stablecoin support plus settlement. PayPal, stablecoin payment integration. MasterCard, on-chain financial services. You're not early, but you're still not too late. While retail chases memes, the real rails are forming. BlackRock, Apollo, KKR are wiring into securitize with XRP, XDC, Algo, Avalanche, HBAR, Apt, and Ondo, powering the back end. They are plugins for $1 trillion system. And last up, DNA Protocol brings zero-knowledge privacy to XRPL. Genomic data is compressed into ZK commitments, verified through Snark nodes, and routed via XRPL trust line, plus hook circuits, achieving privacy-preserved consensus anchoring at scale. Well, that's what I have for you folks. Until next time, stay savvy, stay stacking, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and comment down below. And if you want more crypto deep dives, check out our videos right here on Crypto Mates AI. Thank you for watching. Remember to always do your own research. This is not financial advice.